Yo, Juggalo Rewind, Pete and Chris, my favorite Juggalo podcast, asterisk. This is Jiggles, your homie Jiggles from the Underground Table. Hey, just a quick shout out and to let you guys know that since the last episode, a week has gone by. Thanks were given, food was eaten, turkey was carved. The Lions lost, the Seahawks lost, but Michigan won. University of Washington won. Good things in college, bad things in NFL. Oh well, life goes on. In the context of the pendulum, oh boy, you guys, 9/11 happened. Holy shit. Any 9/11 jokes that may or may not have been made on the Underground Table or any other affiliated UPC podcast were not approved by me. After 9/11, there was the Hatchet Rising tour. That was weird. So was the song choice for the next episode you guys are talking about, Run. Love you guys. Peace be with you.
Run.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone, to episode number 11 of the 5th season of the Juggalo Rewind podcast. Your favorite Juggalo podcast. Is it your favorite?
I mean, we can't pick ourselves a favorite, right?
We could.
Is that allowed?
No, probably not.
Can we? I haven't given myself a 5-star review. Actually, I did on Spotify.
I think I did too.
I can't on Apple. I don't have an Apple.
Oh, come on. You used to be the Apple king.
I have an Apple computer. I guess I have an iTunes account through that.
If it's like me, I'll take forever to figure out the name and password. Anyways,
yeah,
this is a Juggalo Rewind.
That's
we're your
right.
favorite podcast.
Your favorite.
Not just Juggalo podcast, but favorite podcast overall.
Yeah.
And we deep dive into Juggalo albums, one track at a time, one lyric at a time. And this year, one comic book stanza. What do you call them?
Stanza? I said panel.
Panel, whatever, at a time. Whether you're a long time...
One fucked up shaggy face at a time.
Well, then we're going to be here for a long time. Whether you're a longtime fan, a new fan, or not even a Juggalo at all.
Right.
We got something for you. It's
Maybe
fun.
you're just an old Chaos comic fan. You missed the glory days of blood, guts, and big-breasted women.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with any of those three things. But if you're new to the program, welcome. Join in. This is a great place to start. To hit the ground running.
Look at that.
Welcome. I've been practicing. But if you haven't, go back and listen to our past seasons. We have lots of different albums, different interviews, different... Oh, I didn't bring over... We'll do that at the wrap-up show.
Okay.
You have a present that we had on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, from a good friend.
Yes, so we'll wait for that until the wrap-up, which makes sense. I just totally forgot. Sorry. Anywho, if you want to go back, check out all the past episodes, interviews, nonsense, bullshit. And if you're a regular, welcome back.
Hey, hi. How you doing?
Are you a regular? Oh, you're just talking to the regulars?
I'm irregular. Right now I am. Thanksgiving, football season.
Oh, fuck. Did we just say that we're talking the Pendulum comic?
No, we didn't.
Okay. We were talking the Pendulum comic and CD series.
Yeah.
Whether tome version or individual little cardboard boys.
Cardboard boy.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's your first time seeing the old booger?
Yeah. I'm playing with Bastion Booger. I'll wait until you talk about some other bullshit, and then I'll play with him at a later time and date. So, what's going on, boss? How have you been? How's your... Oh, jeez.
Beautiful.
How was your Thanksgiving weekend?
Oh, great. You know, Thanksgiving's always a good time, good meals. Lions do what the Lions do best on Thanksgiving. They blow a game.
I knew I should have bet against them specifically on that day. Like, why didn't we think of that? They had a tough game
right
3 days before. Like, you should have known they were going to lose.
Yeah. But, you know, they're playing hot. You think hometown's going to be loud, boisterous. You got throwbacks on. They're giving 8.5 points. It's crazy.
Get the throwbacks on.
But that didn't matter because the boys in blue, they were wearing the all blue that day. Beautiful sunny day, no excuses, no snow. Oh, it's snowing out. Oh, CJ Stroud's got a stomachache. Oh, you guys got spies. Oh, Jim Harbaugh's so mean. You got to get him off the field. Sherrone Moore, interim coach. Ryan Day now has 2 losing records to 2 different Michigan coaches.
That's great.
Enjoy that, Buckeye Nation. Because Michigan is 12-0 on their way to Indy.
You hear us down there in Ohio? Duck one dealt. We're coming for you.
The biggest game in the history. This game's been played since, 1892 or something? Biggest game in the history, and the biggest game that'll ever happen. Because divisions are gone. It doesn't mean anything anymore.
You think is this bigger than 1 versus 2?
Yes. Because why? Ryan Day said the only reason they won, he didn't say this, but he alluded to it.
He didn't say this, but I saw it in his eyes.
But he alluded to it, and he hired a PI firm to investigate them. And basically, everyone was like, the only reason they won those 2 games is because they cheated. Because this guy named Connor Stallions, a lunatic who makes $50,000, he's a secret weapon. It's the only way they could beat them. So if he won this one, it would have wiped out everything before. Those 3 years didn't count. They always suck. Ohio State's back. Got rid of Harbaugh. No excuses. Now he's 3 losses in a row. Probably going to hang him down there in Ohio for that. So this was it. Everything was on the line. Chance of the playoffs. Right or wrong, if the 3 years are...
Was it Claret that said, why do we pay you $80 million to go over 3?
No.
Solid.
The footage of him walking up the tunnel with his head down. Did you see that?
No.
He cut to the tunnel of them leaving, and he's just walking with his head down like that, and someone put the Charlie Brown over it. Yeah, it was beautiful. I got dizzy at one point during it.
Of course you did, because you were drunk.
I was so nervous. When it was 6 points, and they could win on an extra point. The greatest player in college football is on the other side of the field.
Yeah.
But they pulled it off.
Because J.J. McCarthy is the greatest college player.
Did you see that pass he made when he threaded the needle? He goes, I was watching film, and I noticed 25, when he's following someone, he turns and watches the receiver. He never watches a QB. So the second he turned, I threw it. It whizzed past his helmet because he knew he wouldn't turn around and intercept it. I'm like, that's NFL level stuff. Whew, it's good. We got 3 more to go.
We'll be 3 more to go. During the game, I was having a nice lunch with fellow listener Blade.
Oh, yeah?
We were watching it at the bar.
Oh, yeah? Was he into it?
Not at all. It was just hilarious. Lots of questions of what's the difference between this and real football.
Real football.
Answering questions about the rules and such. He said at one point, "Oh, it's over, right?" And I'm like... when it was not over.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
Far from it. Yeah, you did text me that. He goes with someone.
Yeah, if they would have lost at that point, that would have firmly been his fault.
Even that interception, because the replay, you couldn't really see it, and they were reviewing it.
Yeah.
Once they come back, you've seen it was clear, but yeah.
At that point, I complained very loudly, why do they keep saying... This is the definitive one. Well, they just have 3. They just keep replaying the same one.
This is it, big man. This is the one they said is one.
No, it's the same one. They don't even zoom in on it anymore. They just show the same one over and over and over again.
You guys should have called over and checked in on me, live looking.
I just assumed that you were dead.
Well, Blade, thanks for cheering for me, even though you weren't.
He was cheering for Michigan, I think. Everyone in the bar was. Yeah. To which I think he said something like, not why is everyone cheering, but I said, no one in this bar actually went to Michigan anyway, so fuck them.
I married into the family. Danielle's alumni, so
that counts.
Yeah, it's like I got married into the gang.
So now you just got to hope that one of your kids goes, then you'll be fully ingrained?
No, because I don't want to pay for that. Unless he gets a scholarship.
That's true.
It's like, I'm like... De Niro in Goodfellas, or when Tommy's getting made, it's like one of us are getting made because we can't get made, but one of us is there. It's almost like we're all there.
So who's the one? Danielle,
yeah. It's her. I never say us when people say that. We or us. I say them or Michigan. I never
really.
Yeah, because it's not. I mean, so if I'm really hammered one night, I might accidentally slip up.
I'm pretty sure that you do, but maybe not.
No, I try to consciously not say it. Just like I consciously try not to say certain words when I listen to Riders and Blues from 2000.
Except when it's live at Fright Fest and you just drop it.
I never did. That did not happen.
You sure about that?
No, I did not.
No, you're not sure?
Let's move along. This is a Michigan podcast anyways.
Are you sure? Because you monopolized the first 8 minutes.
I'm sorry. I'm excited. I think I'm going to India this weekend. I got to experience it once.
It was good. I went the first year.
Yeah.
The very first. It was fucking 12 years ago now?
Insane.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I got a little heartburn.
Oh my God. Are you okay?
Thanksgiving's coming back up.
if everyone can hear, this is winter in Michigan. We've officially I'd say the past 6 or 7 weeks we've sounded okay.
Yeah.
But now it's over. If you listen to us from here on out, it's just nasal and throat.
My voice has kind of been on and off ever since that Lions game I went to where I lost it. Those 2 days after, I was like thinking we could podcast the next day or two. I'm like, I can't barely talk.
I can't even speak.
Yeah.
The real excitement of the weekend, though, Survivor Series.
Ah, yeah.
In one 24-hour period, Michigan wins the biggest game of their illustrious career.
That's right.
And
Randy Orton, the apex predator, is back.
Fucking R-Truth comes back.
Yeah, R-Truth is back too, wasn't he? I seen that. I'm like, he's not on, right? This is also a debut or re-debut.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The man is back.
Yeah.
CM Punk. Here we go.
He had a good pop. That crowd went nuts.
That did. That was,
yeah. I'm excited. It should be fun.
Did we talk about this? I don't know. Maybe. I think me and Andrew were going back and forth. You were probably asleep because it was.
I woke up to it. I mean, I was awake, but my phone was just gone.
Like, this is not a wrestling podcast, so we'll make this quick. I stand by. I enjoy that he's back. Mm-hmm. I think it's cool. I think there's good matches with Seth, Owens, Zayn.
Yeah.
There's a good match. But I think he leaves more dream matches at AEW than he does here.
Dream matches, but I think he's more intriguing here because of the history. Past? And the stories will be more, I don't know. It's less about the matches WWE when it comes to like him being there.
Yeah,
when it comes to dream matches, like just on paper, AEW still had a ton.
Yeah, there's way more that they didn't get to.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, like, I don't need to see him and Drew or him and Sheamus or him and fucking I don't know who. But like, there's only maybe like half a dozen matches that I kind of want to see. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just more intrigued what his storylines are going to be. What's he doing there?
It's just going to be Seth Rollins calling him a dickhead.
Yeah, I mean that's the build up probably for Mania. Those two.
It's pretty long setup, but
you got the Rumble coming up, so like one of them tosses the other one out at the Rumble, and that leads into that.
Yeah, probably.
That's my guess.
It's their opportunity to both main event a Mania for the first time.
Oh yeah, neither of them have it, so that's perfect. You got it set up. Huh.
Except I still argue it's not main eventing.
Well, they'll main event one night. They give them one of the nights. I know they call like 5 matches on the card the main event.
That's also true. The other issue is, what if he dethrones Roman?
That ain't happening.
It could.
No.
It will.
It's either Cody or it's got to be someone who's never won the belt. Like, why? It's not as exciting for him to do it.
He can do it.
Gunther should do it.
Oh, my God.
Still, Intercontinental Champion I've seen.
The greatest of all time.
That's right. Did you see Miz was like about to be tied for all-time wins in the Intercontinental title if he won?
Yeah, he's got like 8, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, that just shows he's been around in the mid-card for
He's been around forever. Like Ziggler, but he's finally gone.
When fucking Gunther finally chopped him, I legit thought he was going to cry.
I didn't see that. I was watching bits and pieces, but I didn't get to that part. Like I was in the other room when I was headed on.
I'm sure it happens like in every Gunther match. Like he swings, he misses, the other guy hits him with one, and it's like, you get your one in because you're fucking catching it.
He's the man.
He is. Okay. Is that enough about wrestling?
Yeah, wrestling and football. Sorry if you're here just for the Juggalos, but it's a good weekend. It was exciting. Yeah. Our non-Juggalo worlds.
Our non-Juggalo boners are still fucking
still hard.
Yeah, still at full mast. All right. So what do we have to talk about? Are we going to hit any gimmicks, anything? We can probably save that, or do you want to just want to get right to the
we give everyone a little too much extra, I guess, at the beginning here now?
Yeah, that's fine. They like it, right?
They like it.
Everyone likes it. People say they like hearing our
wrestling
nonsense and bullshit.
Football, I've heard people say they don't want to hear it.
They don't want to hear it?
Yeah, what's his name on the Discord was like... He hates football, he said?
Rob?
Yeah. Sorry, Rob.
Rob hates everything, I think.
I feel like he hates us.
Yeah, I don't know why he listens. I was about to say, like, I don't think he listens. Rob, actually, I don't think we talked about it here, helped me out tremendously. What was it? Was it the last time I went to Chicago? Was it, like, my birthday week? I had to get up at fucking, like...
Oh, I seen you in the Discord.
I had to get up at, like, 2 in the morning. Something ungodly. I had to take my mom to the hospital that night, and I stayed up. And by the time I got home, I had to get up in like 2 hours. And I'm like, who is going to be awake? And Rob's like, I'm awake. I'm like, call me in fucking 2 hours.
I see all that. And I was just laughing at you being paranoid that your phone wouldn't work. And I'm like, he's calling you. If your alarm's not going to work, your phone.
Sometimes I think if like the alarm doesn't work, if it's on like vibrate versus like that freaks me out sometimes. But yeah, he texted me or he called me. And I'm like, hello? And he goes, Love Don't Live Here Anymore, like the Twisted song. And so I had to like repeat like the second part of it. And I'm like, okay, thank you. Like I'm fully awake.
That's awesome.
So thank you, Rob, for helping me out.
Yeah.
He was here for Halloween and I didn't see him at all.
Oh yeah, he was at just Halloween.
Because I literally came in, went upstairs, and then...
And I showed up right before you showed him.
All right. So that's our nonsense, but we have more nonsense because here, as you know, we talk about the comic books and CDs as they came out in the year 2000 and 2001, as I just punched the microphone. This issue was on the newsstands in October of 2001. So, I have the hiccup. I haven't had the hiccups in forever.
A good couch there.
Oh, look at your upholstery. Did you see someone said that they're very sad that we're never going to do a Juggalo Brothers?
I mean, we still might.
Yeah.
There's somewhere.
For an old ass man, we'll get to it eventually. So, this is out in October of 01. So we are going to bring you, the listener, back to the year 2001 and let you know what was going on.
Back in that time machine.
So let's rewind and see what was in the news. Boom. What was going on in pop culture in October of 2001? Top movies at the movie theater.
Yeah.
Training Day.
Great
was
one.
There for 2 weeks. I've seen it, but I'm not familiar with it. I feel like I'd like that with a lot of
I haven't
movies.
seen it in so long, but I remember loving it, yeah. Denzel Washington, right? Crooked Cop.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, Ewan McGregor?
Yeah, I think that's right.
I almost said Ethan Page.
It's that famous line where he's like, come at King Kong, you best hitter or something.
No, you're
Is that in that?
I can't even.
Okay.
You're confused. I think the line is King Kong ain't got nothing
shit
on me.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You're thinking of, what did you say?
Come at King Kong.
You're thinking of The Wire.
Yeah.
Come at the king and you can't miss.
I mixed up my quotes.
That's okay.
King Kong ain't got shit at me. That was the line. And they fucking just light him up at the end. Sorry, spoiler if you haven't seen this movie from 22 years ago.
You can spoiler these next two movies.
Yeah.
From Hell. What's From Hell?
I don't know.
Yeah, look that up for me.
I mean, it sounds like it'd be a horror movie.
It is October. And then K-Pax with Kevin Spacey.
Didn't see that either.
Neither have I. It seems like a movie my dad would have watched.
I definitely remember the cover from Hell. It's like Johnny Depp, Heather Graham.
Oh, God. I have no recollection of what that is.
Period detective horror, directed by the Hughes brothers. Based on the graphic novel, the same name.
Ooh, graphic novel.
Yeah. Maybe we should cover this next. Lead investigator of the murders is Johnny Depp, and Heather Graham is a prostitute targeted by Jack the Ripper. Calm down over there.
Rip the Jacker.
Ian Richardson's in this.
I don't even know who that is.
He looked familiar. And Ian Holm.
I don't know who that is either.
I don't know.
All right,
maybe we'll watch this.
All right, that'll be a watch-along for the bonus season. Top singles, if you're a music fan. I feel like this was before, because I feel like you're saying this. Alicia Keys with Fallen.
I think it was.
Maybe it was the CD, because that's the... Is that the album in A minor, or whatever it's called?
Yeah. Songs in A minor.
And then I think
it keep on falling. One of the songs on that album was my wedding song.
All right.
Went to her show I already said this whole story. At the Fox. John Legend opened.
Yes, you did. That's okay. Maybe someone just tuned in.
It's true.
Just wants to know. You also have I'm Real by J-Lo and Ja Rule.
And Ja Rule.
That's a solid song.
Sure.
Top albums.
J-Lo back. She got a new album coming out. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. I started listening to your playlist today.
The Too Much Music monthly one?
Yeah. Some interesting stuff in there. Anyways,
yeah.
Top albums of the time.
Got fire.
Blueprint by Jay-Z.
It's my favorite album by Jay-Z. Top 5 favorite hip-hop album of all time. It's up there.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And then Pain is Love by Ja Rule.
I was never into Ja Rule. All I know is him as like the punching bag for Eminem in that era.
Yeah, all I know are the skits on the 50 Cent mixtapes.
Yeah.
Where he's just singing all duets of like, like fucking Meredith Brooks. It was every like pop song. It was so good.
Them old G-Unit 50 Cent mixtapes are fire too.
Oh, yeah.
That's back in the day. You'd go to the search the internet, you find the websites just full of mixtapes and just download a fuck ton of them.
Yes.
Good times.
Those are the days. Oh, I need to bring over my my hard drive.
Oh yeah, clear that out.
Or just show you like if there's anything you're missing.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just give me the whole folder of Detroit stuff from 2000s, and I'll go through what I need.
Not much in wrestling because the only thing I had was rest in peace, gentleman Chris Adams.
I didn't realize he died then.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So he was a famous world class in Texas.
Speaking British, of, that movie's coming out pretty soon.
That is.
Can't
Christmas?
Wait. Yeah.
And then he trained Stone Cold.
Yeah.
So.
What?
Rest in peace to the gentleman. I think he had a little bit of a problem, but that's okay.
Don't gotta add that to this. Well.
Also, we'll get. Oh, is it going to get into this? Yeah, we'll get into it eventually. I thought you were doing some kind of move over there.
I'm stretching my shoulder.
The Major League Baseball season was pushed well into October, and the Yankees lose to the Diamondbacks in the World Series in a November World Series.
That's just like the commonplace now, I feel like.
I think it is. It's always right around Halloween, but this definitely pushed into November.
Yeah. It's because you just always say Mr. October, and it's like, it doesn't even count anymore.
That's why Jeter was Mr. November.
Yeah. That's, you know, is Mr. November? Jimmy Harbaugh.
Do those wins count for him?
It's weird because I thought I read it did, but then Sherrone Moore also has it. Like,
yeah. So what are you gonna do? All right. Well, he'll be Denver Broncos coach next year.
Sherrone Moore has more top 5 wins than James Franklin does
in his history.
I think so. James Franklin has 1 and Sherrone Moore has 2.
He's been living on that one forever.
It was something like that, yeah.
I mean, we might as well say it now because we mentioned it, but the Major League Baseball season was pushed into October because this is October of 2001. If you kids do not remember, September 11th, 2001, tragedy in the United States.
Right.
So
that kids should learn about it because I've seen that's a TikTok trend where people are like saying Bin Laden was right and stuff.
What is wrong with you?
Me? I'm not the one saying it. I was seeing young kids on TikTok are like, oh, you know, he had some good points. It's like a thing out there. I'm just reporting the news. We're on the news. I'm not saying I agree with it.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know what's out there. Your naive world that you live in. You don't know what these kids are doing out there.
I'm just gonna. You're the.
What?
You're the one who, when we go through our YouTube history, you're like, oh, my kids were watching that. I didn't realize it. Ivan was trying to hide this fucking peanut butter in a squeeze jar or something, and you're like, I didn't know he was watching that.
I put a coat on YouTube, so I'm all in the room when he's on it, because more so it's just dumb shit. It's just people playing video games yelling, and I'm like, this is so annoying.
Yeah, who wants to watch stuff on YouTube?
Hopefully no one here, because they're way behind.
Yeah, oops. Also going on in October of 01.
Down here. Heat's kicking.
Well, you're wearing a hoodie. Anthrax scares across the country. That was a random thing that just came and went.
Yeah, like because one or two people got hit with it, and then like,
oh, there's an envelope by Anthrax, and it's like, what?
And then people just like copycat would just send like baking powder in it just to like fuck with people. So then it was all over, people investigating. Yeah, and then it just fizzled out.
So that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was some fun time to be alive.
Better than this time.
Yeah, they're both kind of fucked up. Also in the news, OJ Simpson was acquitted in his road rage case. So that was something.
Just always getting right by.
He's always in the news. Then also, the Detroit mayoral election just about to wrap up because the election day was right at the beginning of November. Kwame Kilpatrick getting ready to win. So if you're a Detroit native or know anything about the city, you know that Kwame is notorious for being a mayor.
Notorious for being a crook.
Well, you can say that about most Detroit mayors. So.
He still owes us all a beer, though. He was at the Red Wings parade. He said, "The beer is on me. Go Wet Wings." That's how he said it. Wet Wings. They always would play that drop on 971 back in the day.
Is that the same one where Illich growled?
What's he? Oh, we are the guitar. So drunk.
That was great.
That whole parade was a disaster. I think that was our last championship in the city. Was that one?
01?
No, it wasn't an 01. It was like
the 5 or 6.
Yeah, but that was the last, I think any Detroit team won.
Baseball hasn't. Yeah, basketball
they made
hasn't.
it, but it hasn't. Basketball fucking sure shit hasn't.
They're about to be number 1 in the lottery again.
Yeah, they're really bad.
Their past like 18 months is like a fucking astronomical percentage.
Also, speaking of Kwame around it, a few years later, I go to the Hip Hop Summit presented by Kwame Kilpatrick at the Fox. I was out there trying to learn how to run a record label.
How did that go?
Well, here I am. Not running a record label. But I still have the ticket stub and it says Kwame Kilpatrick presents
That's awesome.
the Hip Hop Summit.
It's well worth it. All right, so that's what was in the local and national news.
And now the real news.
The real news brought to you by Faygo.
Yeah. Everybody sing.
I found the creamsicle. Did you?
Oh, no. Is it good?
I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah.
Do you want one? Do I need to grab it? They're right by the house.
Oh, really? Yeah. I don't know. I haven't hit a party store to look.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard that they're
hard to find.
They're not easy to find, but...
If you see one, but don't go out of your way.
Okay.
Anyways, now the news. Again, I did this earlier, and I did not make note of why he was arrested. But we start off the month of October with Violent J getting arrested on tour.
Again?
Yeah.
He just got arrested.
Yeah. This one had to be some prior, warrant, something that,
That does happen.
But anyways, he was arrested to kick off the month, and as they do a lot of times in this era, we should have made a running list of how many times they're on the Stern Show, 10/22, leading into the spooky season.
Yeah, I wonder what that was about. October of 01.
Probably getting ready to promote
Hatchet Rising tour.
Yeah, isn't that just
Hollow
kicking
Wicked?
off? Or,
yeah, no, that's weird. Yeah, there's no CD or
But
anything.
10/22 there on Stern, and also on 10/22, Cryptic Collection 2 was officially released. It was only previously available on tour. This is the official release date of it in stores.
I'm sure if I get a chance, I'll look on YouTube, and if anything happened on that Stern appearance, we'll talk about it right here, which I've been known to do.
Yeah. And then 2 days later, 10/24, this has become a tradition. ICP, it's almost like the Thanksgiving Day parade in Detroit. ICP graces the cover of Real Detroit Weekly. Now it's Metro Times, the week of Hollow Wicked. Right? Metro Times is the one that's still...
Metro Times is still around.
Yeah, but they're on the cover of Real Detroit.
What about the Orbit?
That's way long gone, right?
Yeah, that was like when I was in U of M Dearborn.
And then 10/29, ICP appear at Stage Fright Haunted House in Indiana. So they're popping up at a haunted house in Indiana right before
that's right.
Hollow Wicked. On 10/31, the Blaze in-store at Hot Hits, followed by Hollow Wicked 2001. And if you want to hear all about these, hit our Halloween. I seen that was trending again this month. It popped up. October was listening to it.
Really?
Yeah, it hit our top 10. So shout out to everyone who's just joining that.
That was from
last year's Halloween one popped up. And then also, as we were alluding to, the One Less G in the Hood release party. So check out our show from last Halloween about that, and our interview with Blaze, where we discussed that whole show. Cheap plug. Also, on that date, they announced Black Magic single with their little flyer.
Yes.
Which one was it? Darkner. What was it?
What now?
What was the single? Black Magic was the single.
Wrong With Me.
Wrong With Me. That was the single. And Mars also released the song Dark Lotus, his diss track. So 10/31/2001 was a happening day. 10/6 and 10/8 Blaze hit an in-store in Cleveland and Chicago. So look at that, Blaze hitting the road, doing a couple in-stores.
Good job, Blaze.
10/25, ICP takes over the Detroit radio station Riff and plays new tracks off of Forgotten Precious 3.
I'm positive I have that somewhere.
Saved on tape?
Yes. I may have it electronically. So, fuck, now you're going to make me go listen to that and
At least
put something in there.
Show's only 4 days away.
Oh, yeah. We got plenty of time.
But it's funny they're promoting some Forgotten Freshness tracks. They had to play the one we're going to cover today.
Maybe.
Probably because they're plugging Zug at the time.
Yeah.
I bet they played Fly. Come on, fly with me. I felt like I remember hearing that on the riff back in the day.
Don't make me like, well, now I'm all fucking confused.
All over the place.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Okay, well, let's move along here. That was in October. This is the last month before the final issue, right? Yeah. So, leading into the final issue here, we got 12/14, the Juggalo show returns to XM radio.
To XM?
Yeah.
Interesting.
12/15, the Very Twisted Christmas single was released on Twisted.com. That was the Cheech and Chong skit and the Way Down Christmas Gifts track.
Yeah.
We debated what the name of the actual track is. Yeah. On 12/18, Forgotten Friendship 3 was released. 12/20, the third annual Big Ballas Christmas Party went down in Hamtramck.
Why are you going so far into the fucking future?
This comes out mid-December, so everything leading up to December.
That's all okay.
Well, I'll save the rest for next week.
No, keep going. It's on the list.
1, 2.
Oh my God! Why?
January 2nd, ICP appears on Parker and the Man radio show in Detroit. Please tell me you got that MP3 somewhere.
There's no way I have that.
What were they on that show for?
I feel like when I saw you put that on there originally, I went searching for it.
Yeah, it's nowhere. I can't even find Parker and the Man stuff anywhere.
I just saw Rob Parker on something. He must be on Fox.
Oh yeah, he's like an actual
that's
personality out there now.
That's a stretch.
And then my last one on 1/5, ICP makes their final appearance before going into hiding for the 6th at Big Time Wrestling in Hamtramck.
Is that the one?
That was the one I think it shows up in the newsletter, so we'll talk about it either this week or next week.
Is that a benefit show?
Yeah, for a teacher in Southwest Detroit.
Okay, there's a clip on YouTube about
really?
that. Yeah, there's like a news.
Remember that was a horrible snowstorm. We were talking about that events that were just now snowing, but I remember that being a terrible snow.
That's one of those that I would never remember where it was or how we got there.
They mentioned, as they said, it was in Dearborn in the booklet and the newsletter.
I'm pretty sure it was Hamtramck, right?
Well, yeah, it says Hamtramck.
Yeah, I mean, I remember it being in Hamtramck.
Newsletter.
I remember Reggie sitting next to me and trying to eat my hot dog right out of my hand.
Yeah, the things we actually remember.
But yeah, that was a weird one.
That's the Juggalo news.
Brought to you by nobody. All right.
You know why I did that? Into January on there? Because the Santa Claus album, or final issue, it was pushed back and it didn't come out to the end of January. That's why.
I'm sure that's why. All right.
But we're not here for that. What are we here for?
Well, while we're still talking about what is going on in our lives in the year 2001 of October.
I keep forgetting to join in on this.
So, October 13th of 2001, me and Rex and EG went to see Coolio, Two Live Crew, and Digital Underground.
That's a nice lineup.
At the Palace.
The Palace, damn.
Free. It was 100% free tickets. Because I'm pretty sure we left early, and we always joke that it was so bad that we left early.
Yeah, I can't imagine those guys filling up even then.
No, it was free as fuck. And I'm pretty sure EG threw up in the parking lot. Also in October of 01, I went and saw Aerosmith. Opening was The Cult and Fuel. Both at the Palace. That sounds terrible. So there was that. And then, yeah, that was my October of 01.
That was not that. I've been at a few Aerosmith shows. That was not one I hit.
It was a good one.
I also seen them at the Palace in a horrible snowstorm where like all the signs were covered in snow and you couldn't even see what street you were on.
That sounds accurate.
And our seats were in the press box. It was real weird. Like sitting where Wojo would be taking his notes about the game.
Nice.
I mean, he had a ton of space because, yeah, it was like, a little booth, but it was weird.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Good story. But we're not here for stories about Aerosmith. We're here for stories about the 11th track in this beautiful series.
Yeah.
We're talking Run. Mm-hmm. And we'll get to the comic in a couple minutes.
Yes.
But we're going to get to the old meat and potatoes, the old tale of the tape here about Run. Producer on Run, as we have talked about in past episodes, specifically in the interview, as I have something in my eye, with Mike P.
Yeah.
Mike P.
Mike P. Mike Peezy Weezy. We talked about it last week, too, because it was the other track. He contributed.
Yes. And it's in Do you have Forgotten Freshness 3 in front of you?
Oh, no.
That's
that
okay.
one.
I actually just read it, so we'll get to that. Oh, we'll just jump right ahead.
Yeah.
It's also found on Forgotten Freshness 3, which comes out in this month, in December of, not this month, but in the future.
The next month.
December of 01. And in the book, it says what we have heard, straight from the horse's mouth, that it was it was like the first week that Mike P gave him this beat, and it was like a little trial run.
Yeah.
Now, what was interesting about what's written in Forgotten Freshness 3 is that they said, also, note that Sin is in the background. They kept saying Sin of Zug Island, and then they said, well, at the time, there was no Zug Island. It was just Sin.
Yeah.
But they didn't say why he was there. Like, it was just hanging out.
Well, we talked to Mike P. Didn't he say a lot of the band was like his boys? But I felt like Sin was like a separate person who was brought in, right?
I always assumed so.
Yeah.
We'll wait for the cracked tile season to figure that out. But yeah, it was strange how they said that. Like maybe he was just in the studio or they wanted to do something with him or whatever.
Bring him up to sing hooks maybe even like before they decide to make a band. I mean, these we'll get through when we get to this track. This feels like this and Fly on Forgotten Freshness, both are ones. Like these could have been on cracked tiles 100%.
So yeah, Mike P producer, time on this track, nice 3 minutes.
We had a couple on this that are straight 3-4 minutes, and it's weird.
When we get into it, it's because this is not even a real song. So
I feel like it's got more meat on the bones than Are You Wicked had.
It does because it actually has a story.
And maybe it just sounds more produced, like with the instruments. I mean, there's instruments on Are You Wicked, but it just sounds...
It sounds better.
Yeah. And maybe...
It's more cohesive, but it's still...
Maybe it was cleaned up more on Forgotten Freshness. I mean, I didn't actually pop in the single itself. This is like the single on YouTube, which I assume was ripped from it, but...
No, it's the same. They didn't like clean it up. No. In 2 months, you think they cleaned it up?
No. Surprised they even found it.
And as we said, this is the 11th CD in the series, but if you got the actual... Pendulum CD, then it would have been track number 12.
Yeah.
Tome.
Thank you.
Also, if you listen to it on that version, it's the last track, so it ends with a little bit of special effects sounds of like axes swinging and chopping and screaming. And it's like, I'm guessing it's the pendulum coming down finally.
So I gotta go find that now.
You don't have to. No one needs to hear it. That's the difference on the Tome version, the pendulum version, not Tome, whatever you want to call the CD.
I wonder if was there sound effects after every song?
No, I think it was just that one.
Like no in betweens. There was no.
I don't think so.
All right,
we'll get to it on the wrap up. Well, I want to listen to that version straight through and see how it sounds.
We'll have to. Have you looked for it?
No.
Pop on like eBay or something and see if it's there. And while you do that, I will get us started because we have the tail of the tape done, and now we are going to get into the notes for the lyrics because it is very important that we know what is going on. What up, homie? I can just cut this out.
All I'm seeing is the singles on eBay.
Oh, that's disappointing. Do we know anyone that has it?
Is it called something different? The Tome?
Other than the pendulum? Run away, boy, run away,
Did it only
boy.
come with the Tome?
Didn't...
We had this discussion before.
Didn't we determine that it didn't come with it at all?
Yeah, I thought you could buy it separately. But there's a Tome on... There's a Tome for sale on eBay that comes with the CD. Sealed. The CD also was just a cardboard.
No.
Maybe the one that came with the Tome was. Look at it.
That's interesting.
Well, if you got $275, you can buy this.
Oh, fuck. Right. You hear that, Ninja B, Rob?
Send us the Pendulum Tome.
Don't send us the Pendulum Tome, for fuck's sake. Yeah, please, God.
I sent way too much already.
I still have a package I need to send Rob, so. Are there enough Robs?
I know.
It's fucking like 4 of them.
They're all Robs or they're all bearded white men. That's who.
And you don't know the difference between any
Fuck
of them.
no. But I love all of you.
All right, so we're talking Run.
Right.
We gotta start off. The beat is fucking awesome.
Oh,
right?
yeah. It's fucking little like flute or whatever playing there.
Yeah.
Mike P bringing all the new and exciting instruments to Psychopathic.
Yeah, he's like, this is 15 years of my best work. Here you go.
It always makes me think of Christmas because of when Forgotten Freshness came out, but this is almost like a little St. Patrick's track. You get a little St. Patrick's playlist going. That.
Can you imagine Paradigm rapping on this?
Maybe they do a remix with Dime.
I mean, he interacts with the Rewind, so
he does.
Maybe we'll get him in there.
We should. Bonus boy.
Maybe next year during their Super Bowl, your flag football Super Bowl. Well, thank you to Mike P for doing such a fine job and bringing this to us. Straight from the Berklee College of Music comes the beat for Run.
Yeah.
He was probably, maybe he was, night after classes. He's just making these, listening to some Dropkick Murphys, enjoying the sounds of the city.
What if this was like his final exam? This beat for one of his classes.
That'd be great. It was like the spring semester.
Yeah.
You have to go out to the St. Patrick's Day show for the Dropkick Murphys.
You gotta get this weird flute and make some sort of beat out of it.
That's possible.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but I dig it.
Yeah, it's
It's
very
a fun
cool.
sound.
It is. And then comes the lyrics.
Yeah.
Violent J. What's wrong? What up, homie?
Yeah.
Now, we'll just get into the lyrics, and I think it's obvious what the song's about, but we'll deep dive as we go along. You got a lot of homies. I see that.
He says
His cadence is funny. It's very choppy, but we'll try not to totally mirror it. You got a lot of homies. I see that. Nice. I just did it. I gotta kind of wonder if you stick like mice or not.
Yeah.
I think he means like stick together, right?
Yeah, because always like in a pack.
Are they really?
I always thought he said sick like mice, but yeah, stick makes more sense.
It could be sick like mice. When it gets hot, who stays and who runs? Who be holding ground? Who be bucking like shotguns? You got a lot of muscle? Would they tussle for you? If there's shit going down, would they hustle for you?
Word life.
I feel like RJ City reading this. Tell me. Oh, he had a good one with Edge this week.
I see that. I'm so behind on those shows.
I finally caught up. Tell me, if you get outnumbered and the tables switch, are you the type to leave them all hanging and run like a bitch? So, this whole first verse or whatever basically is saying if you're in a group of friends, what kind of friends are they? Are they the ones that would stick with you in a fight, or are they the ones that would run?
Yeah.
Are they the ones that would help you in need, or they leave you hanging? So that's kind of the idea of the whole song.
Yeah. Almost like when I get to homies too, kind of the same vibes of who are your real homies, or who are just there to hang for the good times.
It's funny that the song is called "Run" because obviously he's talking about the people who run away,
right?
But to have it in it's not even the perspective, but we'll call it perspective for lack of a better word. That like the perspective of the shitty friend who runs away, like you would think that's not. It should be about like homies, like the people who are always there for you. But this is literally, hurry up, run away, boy, run away.
Run
away. Hurry, boy, go run and hide your ugly face.
The way he sings is fun.
Run away where you can be safe. I hope they don't give chase.
Yeah.
Just leave your friends. You need to be safe. Is he like condoning that? You would think it's all about dissing people.
No, I think he's just calling them out. Like, he's just calling out the fakes in the crew.
It's just, and are we saying that this is sin, or it's a combination of sin and Jay?
Yeah, I thought maybe Sin's is like mixed in with it, but you could definitely hear Jay singing it.
I mean,
Jay coaching Sin on what he wants him to be in the next.
Wow. I mean, there are parts when you fast forward to Crack Tiles that I really think they either alternate or go on top of each other because they, at some points, their voices are fucking dead on. So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, this has got to be both of them, right?
That's what I felt like.
Like Sin does the part of the run, but then Jay is doing the
hurry, hide your ugly face.
Yeah,
that's what I got.
All right, way to go, Sin. Sin's first appearance?
No, that was at earlier in the month. One less G in the hood. Remember?
Yeah, but if
Hatch Execution.
But if this came out on October 5th of 2001, that CD didn't come out until Halloween of 2001.
Can we confirm, though, Sin is actually on this? We're assuming that's him in there.
It says it in the Forgotten Freshness book.
Oh, the same guy who told me, you're going to take whatever that book says as...
If they say someone is in it, then someone is in it. You were going by the date that fuck was 2 days before Halloween.
That's what they told me.
That's what they told me. They told me.
It'll all be explained in the book.
The Forgotten Freshness book.
You said it just says he's hanging out there. It doesn't say he's...
No, it said he's on the hook.
Oh. Okay, so he's on the hook. So we have to retcon season 4. We had it wrong. That was not Sid's first appearance. But no one out there called us out, so fuck you for not catching it first.
You pieces of shit. I told you I talked about running on the Joey V, right?
Yeah.
All right.
He said, keep in touch. You said, I've been trying. Fucking change your number.
I texted him again, and he's like, yeah, we're going to get together. I'm like, okay. Yeah. We need to get him on a show that he could play.
Yeah.
That would be fucking phenomenal.
That'd be fun.
It's probably too loud to be in the studio. We're going to have to take that.
We definitely not when the kids are in bed down here. It wouldn't work.
Yeah. We'll have to do that some other time.
Or we just record it earlier.
You can do a little kids concert for them. I'm sure they would like that.
Yeah. A little acoustic boy.
I'm sure he would. All right.
Yeah.
Second verse. I guess the second verse, right?
Yeah. Give me a dap, a pat. I see the way down.
But would you hold your ground if there was trouble around? If motherfuckers dissing, are you pissing in your pants? Or are you jumping in the mix like, come on and dance?
Yeah.
It's like CM Punk. He's like, come on and dance. Come
He's
on.
always ready for a fight.
Come on, Seth. I'm ready for you. I have to sit up there and fucking talk shit. Tell me this. Would you take a bullet for me? Do you have pride? Tell me, would you show it for me? Or would you throw it to me, jump in your car and bail? Like, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya, pal.
It's like when you're reading it, it's so goofy, but when you listen to it, it sounds cool. Like it's,
yeah, because it's choppy and it flows.
Yeah, but like, see ya, wouldn't want to be here. Like, that just sounds stupid. But when singing along, listen to it, you're like, that's fun. I'm down.
So, I mean, literally the same thing as the
same
first. He's saying, like, hey, we're all friends, but if something were to happen, are you cool enough to stick around, or are you going to run?
I mean, he goes all the way and asks him to take a bullet for him. That's a bit much.
Now,
what's the situation?
What's the situation in a lot of these? Like, yeah, I was actually thinking about this when I was listening today. Like, I don't know. This song. I don't know. You don't want to get super deep with it, but like, this song has potential to be super deep.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, how close are you with people? Mm-hmm. The people that you say you're friends with, or that you work with, or whatever the fuck. But like, how truly, what constitutes being that good of a friend?
Right.
I don't know. So, yeah, taking a bullet's pretty stiff.
And even though, just for like context, they're in their like mid-20s here era.
Yeah, what did I look up? Was he 29?
Yeah.
Because didn't we say he got arrested and he was 29? Because I think
he was even lower, like 27 or.
Because we were like, oh,
tail end of being like a shithead.
Yeah, and I'm like, not when you're that old. You're like, oh, maybe.
But maybe just general like 20s, like for sure you're always like that, like, oh, fucking that guy, you're not gonna be a real friend, you're not going out and doing that, or I just see like that vibe kind of.
29 seems so old for that though.
Yeah, it's getting there.
I don't know.
I lumped the whole 20s together of that era of being that type of guy.
Being shitty.
But I could just see like calling out who's real friends is a thing of the 20s.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I want to get deeper into that, but I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, I just don't think there's no way he was thinking it really deep on that level.
Oh, I know. Especially since this is the only 2 verses. Spoiler alert. It's not like there was another person or another like way to tie this all together.
Right.
But I don't know. All right, maybe. Well, okay. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya, pal. Minute 22. 1 minute and 22 seconds we've gotten to.
This is where I was wrong when I said this has a little bit more meat in the bones than Are You Wicked?
And now we have over a minute and a half of Run away.
Well,
Now,
that's why this hook is so good, because I totally didn't even, like, I don't skip this if I'm listening to it. So I'm like, not even catching on that it really wasn't any verses to it.
Now, there is a part where, like, it has a little bit of a breakdown.
Yeah.
Where it, like, changes and it slows down because it stops the beat and it's a dun dun.
Yeah.
Run away.
Yeah.
Like, and then it comes back right into the fucking hook.
Yeah.
Again.
And again. This is perfectly set up for you to kick Fagos off the stage when that drops out and then kicks back in. You got all the clowns dancing out and throwing them. This would be perfect for that.
I don't know if it's really a dancing song, though, is it?
Oh, yeah. The run. I could just see them not dance. You know, they hop out. Them clowns with the Fago two-ears.
Them clowns with the Fagos.
They come out bouncing and throw them. You know? I could see it to this. And Jay just with the mic stand just kept going, run, like over and over because he's loving fucking being the rock star.
He would probably run right out the back.
He would love this live.
Well, guess what they've never done live?
This song.
This
This would be a perfect gathering that set really do. Like, you know, last year they did a bunch of stuff they never done live. This would have been perfect for that.
Yeah, because that seemed like that went over well.
I thought people liked it.
It was a good idea, but if you travel to our Spotify channel, you will find the playlist of that entire set.
We haven't talked about that in a long time, old Spotify playlist.
Because I haven't done the season 5 at all. But I don't know, can you just search on Spotify? As long as it's not the podcast page, it's the...
Yeah, that's what's hard. You gotta find the podcast page, which follow that, give it 5 stars, of course. And then also the profile. The profile is just playlists we make for fun, so some good mixes on there.
You may want to double check that. Oh, no, it's not the season 5 one. Never mind. Sometimes when I make one, I don't think you can see it.
Oh, yeah.
Which is always a problem. I don't know why. But yeah, no, that one's definitely live.
Yeah.
So that's out there if you want to know what they played at the Gathering 22. 22? 23.
22. 23. 23. This is the Gathering podcast.
Okay, so that's Run.
Yeah.
Run
your
away.
ugly face.
So how do you feel about that track?
I really enjoyed it, even though it's not really much there.
It's ironic that last week we shit on Are You Wicked for being the exact same thing. It's Mike P coming with a beat, fresh off the street,
right,
straight off Berkeley's fucking bell.
Yeah,
and probably made it with their instruments and their time, just like you do.
What
stuff on work?
Yeah, none of that happens.
But exact same. He brings a beat. They kind of demo over it. Right. It's 2 verses. It's not that good. But this one fucking bangs, and Are You Wicked doesn't.
Well, maybe we get to why this leads into like a track like Fly on Forgot Freshest 3, and everything like leads into the Cracked Tiles. Maybe it's just like he wasn't, you know, he said testing them, but this one stuck, you know, more of like, oh, I could work with this sound.
I could be Zug Island.
So this, and Shangri-La kind of almost. The Are You Wicked feels more dark, you know, trying to be Hell's Pity like vibe, as opposed to like Run would fit, and the Shangri-La era vibes and Cracked Tiles. So maybe this one just fit Jay's style more. This is kind of like the direction those two went. They a little less on the heavier Are You Wicked side, more on the fucking fun flutes and happy times.
Fun flutes. There's nothing wrong with the fun flutes. Amen. So yeah, I like it. I'd say it's, I mean, I already took off my list of what was on this actual album.
At this point, like, in the middle maybe.
Yeah, I'd say close to the top.
Close to the top.
The top half, not the top.
Upper middle.
Upper, middle, lower, top. Definitely. I see what you're doing there.
It's right there where James Franklin always sits in the AP Top 20 poll.
Upper, middle, just about to break through.
Just outside the top 10, maybe.
Thanks, Professor Tanay. All right. So, we've discussed Run enough. Now we are onto the comic.
Let's see what we got here.
Issue number 11.
Yeah.
Dio de los Muertes. The Day of the Dead.
Yeah, perfect one for October. Fun cover.
Yeah. Jay's face looking...
Eyes bugged out, of course.
Shaggy shirt looking big and baggy.
You got all the demons tearing them apart. So looks like we got some action coming our way.
I'm sure we do.
Yeah. But before
we get there,
yeah,
let's see where Chris and the Wicked Slumlords remind us where we've come from.
So, if you didn't know, this all started...
Jesus. If you didn't know, it all started...
We'll make it quick and short. This is a road trip that ICP was on. Their good friend, Jesus, a.k.a. Jesus. They met him in Detroit. His church was destroyed by Kilgore's demons, and he said, you know what, I want in on this fight. This is a fight bigger than me, and you guys look like you might be sent from God. I'm going to find out. I'm going to get in this road trip. We're like the Blues Brothers. Let's hit the road. So as they travel all the way to Arizona, they take a little detour to Wichita, kill a couple Nazis, and then they keep on...
You're going all the way back there? You've already done this.
Rolling through, I'm letting people know. Some of them might just started here. Let them know this is a road trip story. This is a friend's road trip story.
This is a TPI story.
And they hit the road... Had a couple Fagos, a couple Neddens along the way.
Jesus Christ.
And here they are, though. They got to Arizona. And in Arizona, they decided, you know what? We need an army. Twisted thought they could help. They said, we don't need your help, you fucks. You guys already stabbed us in the back once. You're gone. We found the Juggalos.
Are you talking about the comics?
Yeah. We found the Juggalos. We're going to create an army of these people called Juggalos. They're... the downtrodden, the forgotten, but not anymore because they're here to help us kill Kilgore. So here we are. We're in Arizona. We're going to Killnor Industries, his big mega palace industrial complex that probably Anna Cole Smith's husband's working at. They'll take him out too. We're going to find out. And also, he's not the only demon underlord Kilgore. There's also Jackson. He's back from the underworld, and he doesn't want Kilgore to kill God. He says, I don't know what's going to happen, but I want to take him out. Twisted, he screwed you. How would you join me? They said, okay. They jump on board with Jackson, so we don't know where they are, but maybe they'll affect what's going to happen here at Killnor Industries. But this is it. It's ICP. It's the Juggalos, the army, versus Kilgore. Let's see what happens.
Jesus Christ. We didn't mention it last week. Last week's when they started their Juggalo army, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up. Like, that they just summon all these people, the downtrodden, whatever, and then now they're just their army.
Yeah.
And it gets a little more fucked up in this issue. But
we'll get to it.
I find that to be strange.
Well, they're all pure souls, though. As he eloquently put, they're on their way to Fago, soaked heavens, with the Fago fountains and the half-naked women, as it showed Shangri-La. So they're ready to lay down their life.
That's where I'm going with that. Do we really have to talk about that?
We'll see what happens.
Okay. So we're at Killnor Industries.
Yeah.
Nice
Security's looking real fucking tired. It's a Monday morning in the office.
Nice yellow shirts.
Yeah.
Jay and Shaggy up in the
looking real creepy
corners. Yep. So, security. I was trying to see what's on there.
Watching. Looks like wrestling.
Oh yeah, maybe.
And a half-naked woman.
Well, that would be wrestling.
And it looks like the Juggalos down there on the left. See him with the bats and the chains.
Oh yeah.
The street gang.
Oh yeah, maybe that's what they're watching.
Yeah. They don't look too concerned though.
Over on the far right, that looks like Twisted.
It does. That's what I was thinking.
Spoiler alert. So,
yeah.
I saw the Wicked Clowns walking in with a giant axe. The guys say...
The security's face.
Hold it right there, fellas. And then...
Boom! Axe to the head.
ICP just proceeds to fucking murder them.
Yeah.
So, supposed to be funny here. One of the security guys picks up the phone to call for help. Jay chops his arm off. Arm still holding the phone, and you can hear the voice on the other end. And Jay says, kind of got cut off. Can he call you back later?
Yeah, it's fun. This would be fun in a movie, in a horror movie. Also behind them in the big panel, you see the Juggalos looking in the window.
Yes.
Waiting, biding their time. Jay looking all strung out in the bottom there, and he's pointing at the Killnor Industries.
Getting ready. And then they just keep making their way through.
It's like a video game. You're going level by level, killing everybody.
It really is. One of the salesmen, I'll just picture this. This is like the Wolf of Wall Street. They're just walking into that room. Oh, God, not another singing telegram.
Yeah.
You guys are the worst looking ones yet.
And as we get to the next panel, that might be the worst looking Jay we've had yet. Look at his face.
Look at it. For being in the front, like, you always argue front versus back.
His lips are looking real weird.
Look at his teeth. Brendan, are you looking at this while you're listening along? I hope you're at home listening and not on the train. Look at that fucking face. Look at the next panel. The big one. Is that Shaggy? His face paint looks like a fucking mask.
Oh, yeah, because it's like cut. It's like a clean line of the face paint.
Who's like the skin color behind it, right? Like,
yeah. I was confused there because it looked like there was 4 of them, but I think it's just those are all the Juggalos in the background. That's what that is. But see, like, there's the darkened shadow figure. Yeah. I'm like, might just be Shaggy twice they're showing.
Yeah, kind of like
sequence of them
moving.
But yeah, massacring everybody.
Yeah, just lots of dead people.
Yeah,
lots of. Oh yeah, you're right. The Juggalos are in there because you have the kid on the next one with the ICP, presumably tattoo on his
knuckles.
You have 4 knuckles. I don't know why you have ICP.
He has an exclamation point at the end there.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't pick up on
ICP.
So then next we notice that is that Jesus? That hey guys, we got trouble.
Yeah, with his Juggalo makeup on.
Juggalo makeup on. That'll come to pass later on. But he notices that the security, the real security, not the fake security,
Killnor's personal hit squad,
is now over top of them and ready to take them out. They select their targets and then blat tat tat, blat tat tat.
Couple of Juggalos blown away.
Shooting the Juggalos, which I don't know. But I will get into that with the demons too, but just got a lot of blind faith in what's going on for the cause. So,
would you fly with me? Would you die with me?
I've had enough of you already. Jesus talks about their godless men killing their own people. I think that means... I'm sorry, that's the wrong time to laugh. But I think... I didn't understand if that means Killnor's people are just wiping everyone out.
Yeah,
or
just gunning down the whole...
we're just wiping out the whole, everyone who's standing in front of us. But there's really no reason to think that.
Yeah, I think he's just talking about the Jugs in general. You're killing your fellow man.
Are Juggalos really your fellow man?
But the Juggalos started it. They invaded the building.
The Juggalos started it.
They showed up and started killing everyone in the building.
That's
How do we know the workers there don't know what's going on? They don't.
That's true.
They might just be like, hey, we're trying to keep this place safe. You guys come with axes and fucking knives.
Those guys at the very beginning didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
They're just doing their fucking
enjoying
jobs.
their coffee, reading the news, trying to get their 9 to 5 in.
Speaking of enjoying their coffee and eating their snacks, what is Shaggy fucking eating right there?
I think he's got a switchblade in his hand.
I think he's chewing on a piece of celery.
Maybe it's a Slim Jim. Snap into it.
It does appear to be. I see no switchblade. I see a green leafy...
Well, he did. They murdered all the security guards at the front, so maybe he took his lunch. I was like, "This looks good. I'll power up my next level."
I would not doubt it. That's his Mario mushroom.
A little celery stick.
Meanwhile, in Kilgore's office, he gets told that there's some kind of commotion.
Right.
And he's looking. Look at all the teeth.
A lot of teeth.
All of his demons come out of the back. All of his minions of the Nether Void.
Yeah.
And he wants it. God, just every scene
he looks so different in every...
Yeah, but whatever. Maybe I'm missing something.
I think it's part of it. He's like, the more angry he gets, the more he transitions into the hooved Beelzebub version of himself.
That must not be him. Where he says they're insane, thinking they can come in here.
Where's that?
The second.
Oh, that's him. Yeah.
But then how come in the next one he looks like Spock, and then the one next to that he's green.
The green guy's not him. The green guy's one of the Nether Void demons.
Oh yeah,
but the Spock version's him because you could see the goatee. It's just he's not.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's very strange.
Yeah,
I didn't notice the little demon behind the door,
popping above the top there.
So his secretary comes in.
He looks funny when he's attacking her. He looks like a Halloween decoration.
He does. He looks like the ringmaster.
And the top, he definitely does. The little drawing of him.
So he rips out her heart for no real reason. Not exactly going with the story of like he needs her heart or her blood or whatever. He's just talking about the love of the Killnor.
Yeah.
He takes her heart. And
maybe he knows if he gets sent, she doesn't love him like the brain dead demons do.
And then the demons proceed to not speak proper English and talk about not loving, or not loving is bad.
Yeah.
Killnor just fed up with their bullshit and says that
bullshit.
You're gonna go kill the clowns and whoever else is down there. Whoever else does not belong in this building. Security guards. Yeah, they're on the 9 to 5. They're on the payroll. He's like, check their W-2s. If they're not on the fire drill list,
you'd hate to be a vendor or client coming in for a different meeting that day. Just caught in the crossfires.
Guys filling in the fucking pot machine. Like, what the fuck?
Cintas is there changing out the mats. Wow, fucking demon.
I'm just trying to get the new Band-Aids and the fucking first aid kit.
Yeah.
The security guards got their shirts nice and pressed for the week. Fuck. Many of you will die. Probably all of you.
Probably all of you.
But you will go without fear and do my bidding for the love you have for me.
And one of the demons says, this job sucks.
Very much like every other 9 to 5.
Yeah.
He understands. No like to die.
No like to die.
So then we come back to whatever floor we're on. I have to actually flip the page because mine is wonky. And then the wicked clowns determine that their backs are against the wall and they need to summon the boys.
Yep. That's where Jay's got the fish eye. His eye's all wonky.
I don't think it's that bad.
Not that bad. Look at it.
Look at Shaggy's teeth again. So, Jake and Jack, full body.
The Dark Carnival.
Dark Carnival in general, popping up. And, Jake and Jack looking real weird. But
that's their entrance noise.
Their flat little faces and their human bodies.
Yeah, their faces, their bodies look so weird with those big, long, elongated heads.
Their little goatees.
Yeah, full body Jake and Jack's always fun. They're the stars of the comic.
So, something that before we get too far... Well, no, we don't have to talk about that. That's fine. That's not a big deal. But look at Shaggy's face right there. No, nothing. That's not a big deal. They're getting bullets whizzed at them. Yeah. Jake and Jack say, wait a minute. Like, now it's on. Mm-hmm. They're asking for trouble. This is my kind of party.
Yeah. Boom, fireball to the face.
Now, looking at their faces here in the second panel on the right, the one just looks like a fucking mask. Like you see someone at the gathering doing their...
He's just a dude walking around.
And then the other one just looks like he's those workout suits that sweat.
He does got a sweatsuit on. He'd be sweating hard with a fucking flaming head.
I mean, I guess that does make sense.
They're all just chilling around cubicles like it's an office space. Like,
yeah, I can't. That's so weird. Blood covered space. And then below that, we keep going. Another real bad Jake or Jack. Is that? So it says Jack was here.
Yeah, he's up there.
Is he up there
he's proud of
actually
himself.
putting that?
Yeah, see his hands
he's like
in the air.
His arms in the air.
There are a couple of characters.
They are. They're just fun-loving boys.
Juggalos are upgrading their weapons from axes to the machine guns that were left behind by the crew they killed.
And then, as you can see, Jake and Jack see a dead woman and decide that they want to stick around and maybe check her out.
It's a different time, I guess.
So we will...
Well, at first they were going to stick around to make sure the army of cops, and not to mention the FBI, rolling in, and then the other one notices her and says, hey, look at this, let's check this out. Very inappropriate.
And then usually one of them is good and one of them is bad.
Yeah.
Then clearly the other one just jumps right in. On second thought, the kid does have a good point.
I think he's a kid. Maybe that is the little one who had there's a kid who shoots fire out of his hands.
So
they are the young boys in the Dark Carnival, so they are the youngest of the...
Are they twins?
Yeah.
So why was he the kid? Shouldn't they be the same age?
Oh, maybe they're not. I don't know what they'd be.
Are they fraternal?
Yeah, that's a.
They're still twins, though. All right. Anyways, so ICP decides let's get out of here.
Right.
So let's move out, Juggalos. And Jay's like, wait a minute. Before we go, let's just make this a full party. In comes
Sha, another Sha. That's the entrance theme.
Great Malenko.
Malenko, yep. Look at him.
He comes.
Waving his wand.
Where's his bird?
That's true.
Fuck. But then as soon as he comes, he disappears.
Yeah.
Shaggy's like, where's that bastard going? It just left us.
And it is funny.
Jay, relax, asshole. He just went to work his magic. So.
Where's that asshole bastard going?
So, the Jekylls are staying behind. Their little fireballs are keeping people at bay.
Not keeping people at bay. Jay says the fire that the Jekyll Brothers are creating should kill most people in the building.
That's great. Oh, that's funny. You're right. Because the next panel does that include us?
Yeah.
I hope not, Jesus.
Shitting grin on Jesus' face there.
Weird ass fucking face paint that I feel like changes every time.
It does seem like it morphs.
That's okay. It's hot. It's sweating off.
It's melting.
So, as we know, Malenko, what do you call it?
Waves his wand.
He makes people see different things.
Yeah,
so
he makes illusions.
The halls of illusions.
That's right. We're in each hall of the Killnor complex.
So he goes off and does his business. ICP probably soon to follow.
Yeah. Then we cut to some more characters here.
Who's across the street?
Yeah.
Someone is watching through binoculars.
It's our boys. Stress team.
It's Mr. Green.
I like their slogan, stress kills.
Yeah, they got New Jerseys.
Yeah, they got tagline and everything.
Look at the cleaning checklist. Wash bathrooms, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Fold laundry at 10 o'clock.
Get killed by Jack and Jack Jekyll
Oh.
at 11 o'clock.
So it appears as though that the clowns have launched an assault, and they have a small army.
Yeah.
But Mr. Gray says, we're just going to hang back.
Lights his little doobie.
Eating his little celery stick. So then you go to the
38th floor now.
Yeah, we're
moving our way up.
Moving on up. This is like Die Hard.
This would definitely be a good video game.
Let's bring that up. So you have more security guards.
Yeah.
They're more like army men up here.
Little green men, yeah.
They're just ready to, whatever comes through the door, they're going to shoot.
Just, fuck, kill them all.
But you do see that the green mist is there. So you know something's happening.
That's right.
And you see Malenko shit-eating grin.
Peeking over the corner.
And then big fucking page of just Malenko.
Yeah, Malenko always gets a nice big spread when he shows up.
Yeah, the green fucking marker on this just went crazy. So then
he busts out a little Dark Lotus magic, sends the bees after him.
Yeah. What season was that?
We talked about Tales from the Hose Power. J.B. Madrox said that he listened to it in the car and the bees showed up just like he was Tommy Boy.
Yeah. So here comes another Tommy Boy picture.
I hate the bees.
Bees, fuck, get them off of me. They're all over me, I'm allergic.
That's fun.
So
What did I say, Shags? Malenko's working his magic.
ICP watching them. But soon they realize that the bees aren't stinging.
Yeah.
And as soon as they realize that, here comes the Wicked Clown.
Yeah, just enough time for the axes to start hacking away.
Is that Jesus behind Shaggy right there?
With the bat? No, that's just a Juggalo.
Just all fucking ripped?
Yeah. That's true. Jesus hasn't killed anyone yet. He's just okaying the killing.
He tries to kill people.
Yeah, I think he did a couple issues ago. Get into the fisticuffs.
Isn't that him hitting the SWAT team member from behind? As he throws the
Oh, that is
explosive.
Him. Well, he didn't kill him, though. He just punched him. He gave him a puck, as it says.
The grenade goes
flying.
Bada boom.
Yeah.
Short time, then nothing. Just ICP walking through. Short time later on the 52nd floor.
Yeah.
Anyone coming in on the 38th. A lot of room in between those floors. And then Yeah, they're still holding steady.
Yeah.
But Malenko
Shows back up.
Still making his way up.
Floor by floor. Confusing every military man.
But the military people here are women.
Oh, yeah. This gets real weird.
Yes. Now you see a bunch of scantily clad women walking up the stairs.
I like the one that's in like just a full like nightgown.
Yes.
Like all of them are just their bras. This one's in like a full nightgown. She just woke up.
Well, they're all wearing something different. They're saying, please don't shoot. We need help.
Yeah.
And these guys are like, what the hell? What's going on? One of them, very nice. Go easy. You're scaring them. So these ladies said that they were attacked downstairs by these guys who ripped off their clothes and started fondling them. Then she starts describing
in gruesome detail what happens.
What they were grabbing, what was tight, what they were moist, what was moaning with pleasure, and pumping and sucking and licking.
I didn't think you were going to read it all.
Well,
but you did.
If I popped you, that's all that mattered.
First thing when you got to this page, I go, I don't know how we're going to discuss this. This is fucked up.
So it's very much detailed of how they were assaulted downstairs, yet all made their way upstairs.
Right.
And we're so glad we found you cute guys. We just want to be protected.
Yeah.
I'm not... I don't know. We don't want to speak ill of being sexually assaulted, but for a whole group of women to be sexually assaulted and then walk up the stairs like that is very strange. You would think the security guards would.
Yeah, they're smart, trained assassins. You think they'd catch on that something doesn't seem right here? No. But they're still just men. They're still just pigs. And this guy wants them. Then
he says he'll protect them. Yeah. And he just goes and grabs her.
Right. And then he gets fucking axed to the neck by Violent J.
That's the only intercourse you'll be experiencing today.
That's funny. Then another panel of jugs massacring all of them.
That's not what I thought you were going to say. The one guy still doesn't understand. He says, please come back, girls. Where'd you go?
I couldn't figure out if that was one of the jugs who was confused as well. Because you think they would have just killed all the dudes.
That's pretty funny because that is Jay in front of him, right?
Yeah.
Or Shaggy. I don't know who. And Jesus saying, there goes the lights.
Yeah.
So you're right. Juggalo looking like all scared down there. Well, Malenko, they see, does his thing. He returns. Jay thanks him. You helped out a lot.
He's returning home.
And then, as soon as he leaves...
the butt-tail demons come.
Bite head. Hungry tasty.
Not these guys again. That's what we said when they showed up too.
Fuck these sorry-ass demons.
Is that Jesus saying it? No, that's just another Juggalo. Juggalo's already ready. Oh, and then Jay.
Jay says, we need a little help with this one. Then, here comes
Master.
The fucking main event.
Yeah.
So, the Joker cards are coming in reverse order.
Right.
And they're coming from weakest to strongest. So, is the comic alluding to that's how the music is?
I was assuming they just going by how long they've been in the carnival and how much pull they have,
how powerful they are, how good they are.
Well, as we get to see here, Ringmaster don't give a fuck. He's like, I don't give a shit. I'm here to watch you die.
Yeah. Because a couple episodes ago, what do you call it? Why do I keep saying episodes?
Comics ago.
He just wipes everyone out, and they're like all afraid of him.
I also, again, he just like hovers. He's always hands out and just like, and then when he turns around, his back's he's just there hovering.
It's huge. So, I've come to watch you die.
Oh, okay then. Thanks, I guess. That's what Jay says.
So then we got a couple panels of
the battle ensuing between the Jugs and the demons.
That must be Killnor.
Yeah, the big old boy shows up, just tossing people, ripping people's hearts out. Let's kill that motherfucker.
Oh, blah, blah.
All of a sudden, look at this. Got a glowing cross.
Boom.
Crackle, thumb.
Yeah, that just comes out of nowhere, kind of. Oh.
Well, right before that, you got Jesus saying, Jay, Shaggy, get behind me. Trust me. Heavenly Father, protect us from the creatures of evil.
Yeah, but why didn't he do that before?
Well, he's saving it. You can't, I mean, if that's his special power, you can't use it on everyone. It's got to be against the fucking Kilgore Beelzebub demon.
I guess so.
It's the main eventer.
Then from there, you see that the Stress Squad is watching.
Yeah.
They've made it to the top floor. And the Stress Squad knows. Now we got to go.
Yeah, they want a piece of Killnor.
So grappling hook.
Yeah.
Shot. Now they're shimmying their way over.
And just like the Juggalos and just like the demons, they get a speech from Mr. Gray saying, "Do not fear death, gentlemen. Embrace it." Everyone just falling in line here.
It was a pleasure serving with you. Prepare the lifeline.
They'll shimmy across.
As both Jay and Shaggy fucking hitting
hacking away, trying to get him. But he's definitely the big bad guy of the video game. You get to the top floor and he's blinking red when you're hitting him with the axe.
But not doing any good. Stress Squad comes in and starts shooting him.
A couple of them get aced.
Then I got the rocket launcher.
Oh, one gets blown into pieces by Kilgore.
Yeah, just, I don't know. Hitting and killing and slicing. Blah, blah, blah. Pages and pages. I'm over it. I'm ready to go. So then Jay realizes that him and the Stress Squad need to work together.
Yeah.
So they work together, but truly they're working together and getting the fuck out of Ringmaster's way. But Killnor says, "You roaches are really going to suffer now." Yeah. He lights a little ring of fire.
Cuts a hole in the ground.
And then you see everyone falling.
That's the best, this Ringmaster falling. Ah!
Yeah. For hovering, he kind of falls.
Yeah, I think he's just hanging out and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh shit, I'm in it now. I wound up in the nether void."
Unless doing that like it sucks him in, like a vacuum.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He was just hanging out watching it unfold, and that's what you get. Not getting involved. Now you're going to the nether void.
Good job, Ringmaster.
You son of a bitch.
That's where you belong.
Yeah.
So, that's where this comic ends. Mm-hmm. Falling into the nether void.
Yep. And we
set up continued in number
the big
12.
Final battle.
Are you ready?
That's right. Well, before we get to the final battle.
Oh my God.
Let's find out what's happening in the newsletter.
All right. Tell me what's going on in the news.
Well, this week, this month, whatever the fuck it is.
Well, where's my goddamn $10 million?
Well, let's see here. Jelly nuts.
We should have mentioned. Maybe it'll pop up later. Okay. But, yeah.
Jelly nuts here. The toad-looking clown. All right.
The toad-looking clown.
That's what it says. Here to bring you some real information and news straight from the Dark Carnival, so tighten up. But before we get to the future flavor, it's necessary to recap some old flavor.
Oh, that's what we do every month.
So he discusses the gathering of the Juggalos. Last issue they discussed it, but they also said this was in print before it happened, so we're just guessing it was awesome. So now it actually happened.
Now they actually know it's awesome.
And there was over 15,000 Juggalos in attendance over the 3 days.
Is that 5,000 each day?
No, over 15,000 in attendance over all 3 days.
Does that count each person three times?
They don't specify.
Specify?
That weekend I met Juggalos.
Spit up all over.
I met Juggalos from Australia, England, Germany, Japan, India, Saudi Arabia, and Chile.
Good day, mate.
Plus,
we came all the way from down under.
Waiting for them clowns to show up.
They didn't come down here, so we came up there. That's what I was starting to say, that we got one person enjoying our... He's from Australia.
There's got to be more than one, because it showed up in the trending top whatever. So there's a few Aussie Juggalos out there.
Do you like your Will Ospreay?
They must be waiting for that tour to show up still.
Will Ospreay from Australia? I don't think he is.
I don't know.
No, I think he may be British. I have no idea.
Anyways, they had all those Juggalos all over the world. All 50 states were represented at the gathering 2001.
I know Michigan was.
Yeah, even warm-ass Hawaii and cold as fuck Alaska were there. So look at that. What a fucking happening that was. They mentioned all the carnivals, all the fucking performances they got to see. Got to see the girly freak show, the crazed acrobatics of skate maniacs, and much, much more.
What state was the Juggalo from that punched the horse?
Probably right there in Peoria. Or no, that was Peoria. Was that Toledo? Toledo. Next little bit of news: the Dark Lotus, the second Dark Lotus Pod is growing out of the cracked dry ground. This is going to be confused. I don't know about the Lotus Pod studio.
The Dark Lotus Pod? That was season 2.
So, they're just discussing Dark Lotus happened. It's a supergroup containing Ice P, Twisted, Mars, and Blaze. So when they wrote this, Mars was still in it.
Well, so it was in between the gathering and the week after?
Yeah, when Jillian wrote this. It was in 1 week window there.
They're like, payroll's coming up. Do we let him keep coming or do we just cut him loose now? We give him severance pay.
Severance pay.
He's out.
Despite the fact that Dark Lotus has no advertising, no street teams, no radio play, no even fucking track listing, it's debuted number 1 on the Billboard charts, and it keeps climbing. Billboard Hate Seekers, sorry, not Billboard charts.
It debuted at number 1 and keeps climbing.
Well, keeps expanding its reach. Also, the Dark Lotus Autograph Tour traveled the U.S. in mid-August, crossing the country in a black and red hearse, visiting all the clown towns. I thought that was a short tour. That was only like 5 or 6 dates.
Yeah, it was like 5 or 6.
But they said it was made its way back to Detroit for the Hatchet Rising Tour. Hatchet Rising Tour is the ultimate psychopathic tour featuring everybody. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is the news. At the end of every show, the Hatchet Rising Tour, you'll be able to witness the image of the Six Jokers card, the beacon of the end times, that final messenger before the apocalypse. The Six Jokers card will reveal himself to you. No pictures, no videos, no recordings of any kind. I do remember that. I don't know if they weren't really cracking down. It's not like they had the case like Jack White where you locked up there. But they would discourage and try to get people not to take photos. So
how'd that work out?
There's a few floating around. Bastards like you probably spread it illegally.
Spread it illegally.
The only recording you will be left with will be the ghostly image etched into your soul. That's right. Behind the Pain news. December 15th, 2001. This coming Christmas time, Insane Clown Posse's book will finally arrive. Available worldwide, it'll feature the entire real-life story of Violent J and ICP. Every mystery of the Dark Carnival, every secret of Dark Lotus, every important moment from childhood to adulthood to clownhood to Lotushood will be chronicled. Lotushood.
They're saying that's Christmas of 01?
Yeah, December 15th it was supposed to be released.
Did it not come out until the gathering of 03?
I thought it was a couple more years.
Yeah.
Well, things happen. Not only is this book funny and entertaining, but it also captures the real Violent J and ICP. Look at that. This is fun too here. So this came out early October.
October of 01.
We covered this last season. But they say, brand new full-length album coming out called Another Dead G in the Hood.
Another Dead G in the Hood?
We never, in all our going through it last season, ever found the name Another Dead G in the Hood.
That's funny.
Yeah. You've listened to his self-titled EP, you've seen it with Ice P, Dark Lotus, and Twisted. Now he gets to pump that gangsta shit with a twist. He died in a gang-related shooting back in 1990 or so.
Close.
That's straight. We don't have a problem with dead people. He's returned from the grave with some of the freshest beats, freshest lyrics, and wicked style that makes you want to bust a nut like he busts caps.
The one what?
Well, that's about it. If your homie Suge Knight is coming over to your house for dinner, never tell him just come on in the back way. He might misunderstand. That's the news.
Jesus Christ. What is going on?
But my favorite, was Another Dead Homie in the Hood.
That's funny. Yeah, I never heard that.
No.
We're going to have to audit our past episodes.
Right.
All right, so one more issue to go. How do you feel about that?
I think the big final battle is going to be fun. We don't have all the players.
We still have some people floating out there.
Yeah. No Jackson, no Twisted. What are those two clowns those two fellows are up to?
Well, I guess we're going to find out maybe in the next issue.
Maybe they all gave up. Maybe they just said you know what? I bet we will because they're in the Nether Void. That's where they're hanging.
Like, hey, welcome back, guys.
Welcome back, you fucks.
Thought you were just going to leave us here, but you're not. We're here and we're ready to party.
Yeah.
And you know where we like to party?
Where?
On social media.
Oh, yeah, come and see us.
All types of social media. You can find us at Juggalo RWD, Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. All at Juggalo RWD. Don't forget, if you want to help us, you can rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.
Was it Ninja V Rob recently gave us a little review?
He did, but I think that one disappeared.
Well, another one popped back up this week.
Oh, really?
Today another one came through. So
good. Rating helps our little algorithm, so the more you do that, the more it helps us. And then subscribing will allow us to land in your inbox, your inbox, or your earphones, or
Whatever
your phone every Thursday morning, or as close as we can get it. Because we're for the working Juggalo.
You even dropped it on Thanksgiving.
It's dedication.
Yeah.
We debated when to do that, but I wonder if it hurt the numbers.
No, actually, it looked pretty solid, like for a holiday weekend.
Nice.
I know I haven't went through it yet to make my notes for the video yet.
Well, there's still time. If you would like to help support in other ways, share with a friend.
That's right.
New, old, or former Juggalos, use your social media. Use your word of mouth.
You in one of them Juggalo Facebook groups? Let people know there.
Yeah, if you have a friend, download it.
Yeah.
Grab their phone.
Burn it to a CD. Give it to them and see if they're real old Juggalos and don't even know what streaming is. Give them a CD of it.
That's what I would do. I think I have a friend who may or may not listen and is not a Juggalo at all.
Oh, yeah?
Just supporting, just to
Nice.
support. I can't tell if they listen to the wrestling or to this.
Yeah.
But if you're listening to this, you know who you are. Let me know.
I was at Danielle's cousin's get-together for the holidays on Friday night. Somehow it was brought up, and the one cousin's husband used to be a Juggalo back in the day, so I seen him pulling it up on his Spotify, so he might be listening now.
Nice.
So that'll be awkward.
Well, we may need you for our future project.
Yeah.
That sounds like a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, he was
to
talking about
bring
going to
some-
Rock of Ages in the 90s and stuff. So
nice. We're going to... And he doesn't listen now?
No, he just found it Friday.
When was he out?
90s. Like he was really just that little window of people who like knew him locally a little bit.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be talking about that very soon. Wherever you're listening now, whether it's Apple, Spotify, Google, Podbean, anywhere, don't forget to rate, review, and give us those subscriptions. Or go on YouTube and watch our stupid little faces on youtube.com/JuggaloRWD. You can contact us. We need all the contacts we can get. We love your questions, comments, concerns, stories. We're definitely going to need some viewer interaction or listener interaction next season for sure. So keep that phone number handy. That's 810-666-1570. Or email us, juggalorwd@gmail.com. And hopefully we have some things to talk about on the wrap-up show this year. So leave us voicemails, texts, emails, and we'll get to you as soon as possible. Website, juggalorewind.com. You can actually go on the right side of that if you can't find the Spotify playlist, and there's a link there. Is there a link to the Spotify playlist in the link tree?
I don't know. I don't think so, because I think we're limited in how many we had in there.
Yeah, I think you can only do the Spotify page, not the Spotify. I'll look into that. So check the link tree, which is in the whatchamacallits
Profiles
of the Hoojamajigs. Also, don't forget to check out all the other podcasts in the underground podcast community. That's ICP with a We, who is now Twisted with Us, soon to be Misery con Nosotros, Juggalo Judgment, and the Underground Table. And shout out to Mushy Mustardton, as always.
Yeah.
And Taekwondo,
Yeah.
who's
Good
doing
friends.
really good social media lately on their Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
They're doing all those like AI.
Oh, I seen you interact a little bit there.
Yeah, those are fucking funny. So, disrespect to the ringmaster, riddle box, because they always fucking just in a box.
Speaking of disrespect, he didn't show up in
He
this
was
last
not
issue.
I know, I noticed that. I don't think I did not pick up on that. All right, so you got anything else before we run on out of here?
Nope. Ready to run right into the holidays.
Yes. Next week we're starting to get ho ho ho.
That's right.
We're going to meet someone very special. His name, well, he's not even in. We'll save that for next week. But
All right.
we will see you next week for episode 12.
Yeah.
Santa Claus.
Tell me what you want.
All music played in this episode and in this entire season is owned by the respective publishers and copyright holders and is reproduced for review purposes only under fair use.
The greatest Juggalo podcast to ever fucking exist.
This show is a member of the Underground Podcast community. UPC. Run.